180. Regular.
A first down throw from Mayfield. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hudson.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
This is Hunt. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10.
Guys, game situation. Let's go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Mayfield. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Wait. 43. Hey, let's go. Come. Yellow.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all.
First and 10. 14-yard line.
On first down, Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Check. Yellow. Let's get it.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And this Browns defense coming to life. They get him behind the line for a second straight play. And chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
Yellow. I go Wolverine. 15.
51's the mic. Wild Bill.
Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they've got to be still reeling from the events of a moment ago. What a turn on that last play.
You're knocking on the door. You're about to take it in. You think you're going to get some points on the board. Instead, you cough it up and watch them take it the rest of the way to the opposite end zone. That's a 2-score swing that you just gave up.
So a big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Throwing now is Mahomes. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Sione Takitaki leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Attack!
Now Gurley. They'll get 4 back there on the run, but now they're looking up at a 3rd and 12 situation.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Fight on these two. 480.
Crunch time, defense.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. The Browns drive about to get started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
From the 27, Mayfield gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
180. Point it right. Run.
On 2nd and 11 now, Mayfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. A couple of first downs has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. A.J. Boye up to make the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a first down on a gain of 10. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 46. To throw, Mayfield. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. 23 yards, the final tally.
First down, Browns.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On first down, Hunt. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Mayfield now. Throw left side complete. That's Maxwell. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Here's Mayfield. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point splits the uprights. And it's now 14-0. Joseph now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and 2.
Come back!
Switch.
Yo, go.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds, so no chance to bring it back, and they will spot it at the 24-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what... Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ron Thornhill. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Check.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Buying time, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
Motion. 51's the mic.
Color.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Point it right.
Now Mayfield. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harrington. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run on 1st down. It's Hunt. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
King! Hurry!
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Regular.
Mayfield to throw it. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 37. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 37-yard line. And pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Ron Thornhill. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sione Takitaki able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. After the sack on first down, Mahomes, Sione Takitaki getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
57.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time, it yields a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there now.
Following the interception, Mayfield. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Throw left side complete. That's Hudson. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Mayfield now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. All right, here we go.
Alert, 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 alert.
Mayfield to throw it this time. And he completes it to Hunt. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. 4 seconds left, and there's the timeout. In field goal range and a chance to tack on 3 before intermission. And his kick is absolutely perfect. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is. Right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. This pass into the hands of the running back, Todd Gurley. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 27 yards there, a 1st down. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. A 2-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to pull a bit closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half. but the lead has really gone down. Now, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you got it going, and you also think, at any moment, I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 49. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Well, why do you go out and spend a first-round pick on a defensive back? Plays like that. The rookie gets his first interception.
You have to have guys who can limit the other team's number of plays run and possessions. And no better way than an interception. And what a great way to break into the league.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time, but it's going to be second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Hey, 57, 57. Mike, check, 59.
Now Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The Browns drive about to get started. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Let's go, boys, let's go.
A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Not your conventional play call, but that's okay. You probe the defense a little bit with some of everything in your playbook. That way they have to account for everything as the game moves on.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. On first down, Hunt, and very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku, and it's third down.
And 8 yards to go.
180. Pistol.
Check 48 the mark. Check.
Five.
Throwing, Mayfield. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Maxwell. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. The Browns send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Time to establish the run game here. Gurley. And he'll find a little space. He gets this up near the 10. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Open man is Hill. He's got it. He's at the 50. The 30. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 91 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now, 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on, and remember what I said, it's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
My bad.
The Browns drive about to get started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
First down, Browns.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. We're back now in KC. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. A first down throw for Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Chris Jones picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Mayfield. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Watch out for Hill on the return. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it's Chiefs football, first and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. That's the run he's been waiting for, Charles. He's been bottled up all game. That run alone got him more yards than he had in all his previous carries combined.
And don't think for a second he doesn't know that, because every back that I know can almost calculate every yard with every step that they take. He had to be frustrated because of what's happened during the game. Has to feel a lot better after that run.
Attack, attack! 51. High 7, let's go! Let's put that team on the bus. 51's the mic, 51's the mic.
On first down, Mahomes. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
They tried the throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Here's Gurley now, out of the gun. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go!
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Hey, dribble it! 51, Mike, come back! Oh, you got deep? Check 3, check 3, check 3! Check 37, check 37! Yellow! Joker! Motion!
They run. It's Gurley. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. They've done a pretty good job containing him up until this drive, and until that run, there was no containing him at all.
Yeah, you're right about that. He finally popped free. But we didn't have to be in their practice sessions. We didn't have to be in their meeting rooms. They planned for a run like that to happen, maybe a couple of them. But what did they tell their guys all week? You know what they said. Move on to the next play. That one just happened. Let it go.
He's coming, double up. Shift. Watch the edge. Shift. Attack.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
Attack! You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. The quick slant caught. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
The kick by Marr is good. And that will break our tie and give them a 3-point lead. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Browns drive about to get started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Mayfield. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
It's second and 8 at the 33-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8.
What we got? Take. Bang! Yellow! Bang!
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. On first down, it's Gurley. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. The Browns drive about to get started.
Watch the slip. Mike 55. Run. Record. Mike 55.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Here's Mayfield. Got some room at the 30. Throwing left side, it's complete. And all the way up to the 37-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. And he's taken down. A cheap sack. Myles Garrett able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Mayfield to throw. He's going to let it fly. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
Incomplete on the deep ball. It's 3rd down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.